Well, it seems like an age and a half since I last spoke to you, mate. You were heading away to fight Gillespie, and tell us a little bit about what happened on the whole trip.
Yep, so I got there, so we went away, I got there, everything was fine. Had my 4th weight cut to lightweight, and it went really, really well. It was really easy. I woke up on weight, and had the face off, the weigh-in, rehydrated, all that stuff, and then the fight got cancelled the day of the fight at about 10 a.m. in America. So I woke up about 8 or 9, I can't remember, to like these American numbers that were calling me, and I'd been in San Diego, you guys will know, and like telecommunication guys always call you, telemarketers and stuff like that. So I just wasn't picking up the calls. I was like, nah, it's telemarketers, they can piss off, you know? And it kept ringing, and I was like, oh shit. So I answered it, and it was a lady from the UFC asking me about if I'd been around a couple of people on my team and they had COVID, and I was like, oh shit, I can kind of see where this is going. And anyways, they were like, oh, it's all good, don't worry, we'll call you back. And I was like, okay. So I was like, whatever, they would have cancelled it, they would have told me. So I went to sleep. And then like an hour later, my phone was ringing again, it was Eugene. And I knew that it was like 3 o'clock in the morning here. And I was like, shit, he's ringing me to tell me, because I don't think they want to tell me. And so he rang and was like, yeah, you know, stay calm. They're going to cancel your fight. And I didn't stay that calm. You know, I was pretty angry. We tried to get it sorted the best we could, but yeah. Popped up on social media that it was cancelled, and that was all she wrote.
It's so disappointing after such a good weight cut and a good camp.
Yeah. That's all right, I'll fight him again. So I'm going to fight Drew Dober next fight. And all goes well with Drew, I will fight the winner of Gregor and Diego Ferreira and Gregor Gillespie fight next week. It'll be a really exciting fight to watch. They'll be fighting for the 13th rank. So I will fight the winner of that match. So Diego is a 3rd degree black belt. Greg is obviously a NCAA wrestler, you know, All-American. So that's going to be an awesome fight to watch. And then I will take the winner of those two.
You said you spoke to Gregor after the fight, or after the day, or after the event.
He was cool, man. Like, Gregor's a really nice guy. He's just collegiate, all right? That explains him. He's there to win. He's there to compete and there to win. And that's it. Like, he's not like a shit talker or anything like that. He wins to his, you know, best skill set, which is wrestling, and good on him. And we had a chat, and he was like, you know, look, bro, this happens 1 week. Every week this happens to somebody. And unfortunately, this week it was us. He's like, don't worry about it. We'll fight again. And I was like, yeah, cool. I like this guy. Doesn't mean I'm not going to try hurt him in the fight, which, you know, vice versa to him. But yeah, he's a good dude.
So what's the difference now? You were obviously training for him. How much do you have to turn around for this?
Not much, right? I'm still fit. Stayed fit in quarantine and stuff like that. And now I'm fighting a guy that says he's a striker. So I've been practicing that stuff for 10 years. You know, 10 more now. So that's just brushing up on stuff. That's getting ready for like his specific style, and just picking like what weapons I need from my box of tricks, and yeah, just polishing them up.
As far as your weight cut, because that used to be a big problem, it's not so much now, but is it hard to go off and then get back so quickly? Or?
Nah, because I just listened to Geordie for the last couple of years and got my weight down naturally the way he wanted me to. Now I can just sort of eat whatever during camp. You know, I obviously don't go out eating like KFC and stuff like that, but you know, I still like barbecue and smoked meat and do all that sort of stuff. And I can pretty much eat what I want within my calories, which is really high. And yeah, I lose the weight. It's pretty cool now. Like fight camps are really enjoyable. Yeah, they never used to be.
Gregor's fighting next week. You would have probably fought a lot quicker. Are you happy to wait a little bit longer and be on the same card as is it?
Yeah, that's cool. I wanted to fight sooner, but I didn't want to stay in America longer. You know, gone are the days that I can just fly home for a week, chill out, you know, do a bit of maintenance, see my family, and shoot back over and fight again. It's too much of an ordeal now with the quarantine, trying to get a new voucher. So I just came home. I was like, you know what? I'm not getting told what to do in this situation. I'm not going to lose time with my daughter and my wife. You know, she's tiny and she's growing fast. I'm going to make the decision that I think is best for me, and yeah, that was my decision.
Something a little bit off the subject. Are you allowed to talk about your...
Oh, these Aura rings? Yeah. Like, yeah, it's monitors like your sleep and your HRV and you know, your general well-being during the day. They're pretty useful. You know, they're pretty easy to wear throughout the day without being too distracting. They're pretty accurate. You know, there's some things that are more accurate to measure recovery, but this is pretty good. Not cheap though. I wouldn't buy one. Like 400 US. I got given it by the UFC, so that's why I'm using it.
Yeah, and they also keep track of you. Do they keep?
I can send them the information and the data if I want to, which I haven't. I just keep that to myself and Adam and our team. Yeah.
and would they use that, say, hey, you haven't fought for a wee while, can we have a look at your details?
Nah, man, they don't care about that. Like, they're a business. You know what I mean? They want performances, violence, stuff like that, entertainment. Yeah, they don't care about your sleep and how well you're living. Yeah.
Oh, good. Anything else? Hey, thanks very much for catching up and giving us the opportunity to talk to you again, Brad.
No, all good. I'm only going to do interviews with you for the rest of the year because I don't really like some of the stuff the media say when we lose. I feel like, you know, they could say a lot nicer stuff and they could put some articles a bit worded like a little bit better. You know, when we lose, I feel like it's a bit harsh the way they can sometimes slam, you know, Kiwi sportsmen. So I'll just be doing interviews with you for the rest of the year. So if people want to see my interviews, they can look at your channel, your YouTube channel.
Hey, I'm pretty overwhelmed, mate.
That's all good. That's okay.
Cheers, man.
All good. Sweet.